You are welcome once again to JOHRUT Multimedia, and this is our 5th lesson. And in this lesson, you are going to learn how to format a text. So the lesson is in 2 forms or in 2 sessions. The first one is how to select font and font size. Then the second part will be how to select font color, font style, and font effects or effects on text. So let's go straight to font and font size. So let's go to the font group. That's where we are going to use the font group. But one thing is that before you click, before you start with anything, before you start typing, you can set a default settings that anything that you type on the document will be predefined. So that's where you need to set the default settings. So the default settings, okay, let me try and create a new document here, a blank document here. Then okay, so we are now going to start our typing. So we want to set everything, every font size and the font to a defined one, so that every text here will follow that format. So you are going to click on this small arrow here that we call the dialog box launcher. So you click on it to open a new dialog box, a font dialog box for you, where all the editing about the font group is found here. So the first part is what is the font. So you have so many fonts here. One thing you must note is that you can install your own font. As you can go to online and download a font and then come and install. So with mine, because I use for work, you see that I have Akan font here. So when you want to type words in tree in Ghanaian language, let's say tree, you see that you can use this font for that. So there are so many fonts that you can select from. So let's select from Times New Roman. So we can type here TIMG. Okay, so it is here. You just select it here. Then for now, let's ignore the star and go to the size. So the sizes are here. So the sizes are here. So with Microsoft Office, the highest size is 72 pt. That is 72 points. So font size measured in points, 72 points. That's the highest one. So you can just select something like, let's say 14. Then let's leave this one, the font color and the size, to be in our next session. Then just leave it there and just click on it. You see that anything that you type here, will be in that format. You see in that format. So you can still change it if you don't want it to be in this form. Let's say I want the name to change, the size of the name to change. So the moment you highlight it, you see like a small dialog box will come here, so you can use that one to change. So this is the font, right? You click on it, then the font comes. So let's use let's use Arial. Right? You see. Then the size you can just increase it, let's say to 22. So that is how to change the text font and the text size. Okay. Then you can also deal with the font color. The same way, you go to the font launcher here. Then before that, let's deal with this. You see that there's a small icon here, icon with A and small a. This one is also a way of increasing the size and reducing the size of the text. So when the text is highlighted, click on the big A, the font size will be increasing. See, when you just watch this box here, you see that it is increasing, and you watch the text too. So now you have 26. You click on it, you put 28, then 36, upwards like that. You see, and if you click on this small one also, it will increase it. Decrease it You see, that's how you can change the font and the font size. And the font also you can change it from this side here too. Okay, now the next one is what? The font style. The font style too. We have the bold, you have the italics here. So any of them you can select. So if you want it to be bold, you just click on the B to bolden it. If you want it to be italic, just click on it to go out to change the style of the text. You can still go to this dialog box here and change the style here. So you have the style, the underline style here, and also the colors are also here, the font style here, italic, regular, bold, and others. Then you can do that. Everything is here. So you can have the strike through, you can have the double strike through. Okay, let's try the strike through and see what happens. You see. Okay, so these are some of the formatting items. Also, you have the color, the font color. So this is the font color, the color for the font. The original one is black, so you can change it any of the color that you want. Change it. Let's use this color and see. Change it. See, the color has changed. So this was the font color. And this is the highlight color. Let's see, you want to highlight it. You can just click on this one and select the color. You see, so the color has been affected. Okay, now let's go to the effects. This is the effects icon with Windows 2016. Microsoft 2016. This is the effect icon here. So just click on it. Then these are some of the effects that you want that you can select from. So let's select this. You see that the effect has been affected. Okay, we didn't select everything, so let's select everything and click on the effects. So select this. Okay, so you can still go ahead and select the outline. There's so many things I urge you to play with these styles. So let's say you want you're using it to design a calendar, and you want your heading to be something unique. You can use the style, the colors and others to make it nice. Okay. So there's one thing you need to do. Okay, let's go back to our old document, the document that we were working on previously in our previous lessons. We have something called format painter. Okay, and the format painter is how it works. Let's take for instance this whole paragraph. I've changed the font to, let's say, area black. Then the size I change to 10. Then this is the format of this whole paragraph. Now I want to do the same thing to this without even going back and changing the font color, the font size and the font name. I'll just highlight it. I just highlight it. Then use the format painter. Sorry. Let me go back. Okay. So I'll highlight this. This is the format I want to paint. So I highlight it and format painter, and then go and highlight the new one that I want to paint. I want to paint it here. So just select it and you just leave it. It will paint the format from this one to this side. So I can still do the same thing to this. So just highlight it, format painter, then you come and select, let's say, this small portion, and then you just leave it. That's how we use the format painter.